G'day everyone, it's Raf Knight again from Awaken to Your Heart. I'm out in nature today down at the beach having a quiet reprieve and grounding, and I wanted to share with you today that a lot of you may be feeling out of sorts in this year of 2022 and feeling misplaced, so to speak, of what's happening in the world with all the restrictions and everything happening right now. So I wanted to talk about, more importantly, about self-love today for many of you who are struggling with feeling balanced within yourself. A lot of you may be asking, what is self-love? Okay, well, over the last 6 years I've learned a lot about self-love as I started this journey, and what I learned about self-love was it's not about looking in the mirror and about how great you are. It's about loving yourself and taking that time out when you need to. It's about giving yourself self-care. It's about going out and walking in nature, planting your feet on the ground, okay, and grounding. All right, and allowing the earth to feel the earth between your toes, okay. Self-love is also about stepping away from toxic situations and walking away from situations that are not serving you for your highest growth here as humans, okay? There's a lot of people out there who get stuck in the conundrum of staying where they're not wanted, or where there's abuse, or where they're not wanted or not loved appropriately. I want to talk about that today briefly in this video. So for me personally, self-love is it's stepping back from situations that are not benefiting you. It's about walking away, giving yourself time out. If you feel overwhelmed, if you feel stressed, if you feel depressed, if you feel overwhelmed just with life in general, whether it be your work or relationships or friendships or whatever the case. So now, why do people struggle with walking away from situations? Simply because they're concerned about what other people will think as to why is she doing that? Why is he doing that? Why are they walking away from me? Well, it's pretty much self-preservation at the end of the day, everyone. Okay, because one of the greatest gifts you give yourself is to walk away from situations when it becomes too overwhelming for you. We get into a conundrum of people pleasing with everybody, and we feel that we have to serve them. Well, how can we serve anybody when we're not serving ourselves? Because then we're serving from an empty cup, right? Okay, it's very important. Many times over the last 6 years, myself personally, I've walked away from situations that weren't serving me anymore to regain my balance, my center, and bring myself back into a peace of state and alignment within myself. And this is why I'm here today, to be able to share this, what I've learned over the last 6 years, the wisdom I hold. I share with you in regards to guidance, ascension guidance, as the conscious collective of humanity ascends into a higher vibration of love and peace and harmony for themselves. Self-love is going within. It's going back within, okay? And it's about asking yourself the questions: why is this happening to me? What can I do to better this situation for myself? And yeah, I mean, one of the ways is communication for a start. You can communicate with people, and that may work some of the time, and other times it may not. So when the communication fails on all levels, that's when you have to step aside and say, well, I need some space right now to refocus myself. And that's okay, because you're allowed to be able to give yourself space. You're allowed to give yourself self-love. You're allowed to go for that walk on your own at the beach or in nature. You're allowed to have that massage. You're allowed to have that beautiful salt bath if you need. You're allowed to eat healthy foods. You're allowed to do what you feel is right for you, because that's your freedom. That's your freedom, your birthright, to be able to give yourself the gift of doing what you feel you need to do for you, without being concerned as to what other people will think of you in the long term. Because at the end of the day, from my perspective, everyone, what anyone else thinks of you is none of your business. And what you think of others is none of their business. I know it's an old one, but it's a good one. So, self-love. It boils down to seriously looking at yourself and saying, I need some time out right now. I need to take time out. I need some space, and giving yourself that peaceful reprieve. Go for a walk. Go for a drive in the car. Breathe it out. If you feel like you need to cry, cry. Shed the emotions. Feel them to the deepest core. Okay, because then that's your freedom within. Alright? And if anybody else tells you what to do, just say, hey, I'm in tune with myself. I know what I need for me. Because you are the one that knows what you need for you. Only you know what you need for you. No one else can tell you that. Anyway, I send you my love, and I'll be back soon.